Hello, this is Michael Perozzo. This is my beer story. This is downtown Monterey, California, and this is Alvarado Street Brewing. Alvarado Street Brewing, I was introduced to for the first time at the 2017 San Francisco Beer Week opening gala. That opening gala was amazing. If you ever have the chance to get to San Francisco Beer Week, go to the opening gala. It's the first night, kicks off the whole thing. Listen to this. This is crazy. 176. There were 176 breweries this year at the opening gala. You paid your price for admission, you go in. Each of those 176 breweries had anywhere from 3 to 8 beers pouring at that gala. It was amazing. The craziest thing to me about it, being from the Northwest, where there's a lot of beer laws and things like that, so our festivals aren't in a free-for-all nature. This was a free-for-all. Literally, you paid the price to get in. You got your 4-ounce glass, and there were no tickets, no tokens, no nothing. You just went for it. It was interesting at each pouring station at that. They had these little, they had garbage cans that people were actually tasting and dumping just so they could taste more and get through more without getting to the point that they couldn't taste anything more. So that would be the struggle, I guess. It was a ton of fun, but at that event, the standout brewery for me was Alvarado Street Brewing. These guys are making some fantastic kettle sours. We just had one called Acid Cafe that was a coffee, like a cold brew kettle sour. It had cold brew coffee, yet like lemon and grapefruit. Amazing. Of course, I think they're probably most well known for what some may call New England style IPAs. Some may call hazy IPAs. They have a different name for it. I hadn't seen this until today. They're calling them yeast-driven IPAs. Okay, I get it. The big differentiator on that New England style, hazy style is it's a juice yeast. A lot of them are using Imperial's A38 juice yeast. And there goes a trolley. That's pretty rad. So that juice yeast is what gives it that juicy quality, and of course it's all the late addition hops and the dry hopping that really brings out a lot of that citrusy things, and it's the combination of that juice and citrus that results in what we're calling these juicy IPAs, and they even have their flagship double IPA here. I don't know if they call it their flagship, but it's what I know them by, and so I'm gonna call it their flagship. Contains no juice is what it's called, because you drink it and you think this has to have some kind of citrus juice in it. It does not. It's hops, it's yeast, it's malts, it's water, it's beer. There's no juice, and it's fantastic. We met some friends here today, and that's just what beer stories are all about. Some friends that live in Gilroy, probably on a normal traffic day, maybe 40 minutes from here, but today was probably closer to 2 hours. There's a lot of traffic coming out here to the coast today. And we met them here for lunch, a late lunch, and it was fantastic. I had clam chowder, and we just sat and shared stories about beer. That's what all this is about. If you're just now watching, this is a daily vlog. I'm not here to tell you what beer to drink. I'm not here to review beers. I'm here to tell stories about beers. And for Alvarado Street, I love these guys. My first visit here, surprisingly enough, this isn't my first visit. I found out about them in February at that event, the Gala, however you want to say it. Then I was traveling with my family into California, and we stopped here late at night, and there was a line out the door. We couldn't get in with the whole family. I have 4 kids, so my wife, 4 kids, couldn't get in, or would have to wait a long time to get in, and by then it wouldn't be worth it. The kids would be done. It was already 10 o'clock at night, so my wife said, hey, I'll go get the kids something else to drink. We'll go get something easy. You check out Alvarado Street. So I did. That was an amazing visit. Today, that was April. This is now August, and I can't believe they've almost entirely, other than there were actually 3 beers. 3 out of the 16 we just tried were here in April. So that means they changed over 13 different beers, and all of them were fantastic in April. All of them are fantastic now. Yeah, it was just an amazing time. So our trip down the California coast continues. My wife and I are celebrating our anniversary, and starting this vlog during this trip has just been kind of a fun thing that is getting it going. And yeah, we'll continue on. We'll do another one of these tomorrow. If you want to make sure that you get tomorrow's and see what brewery or tap room or pub, or heck, it might even be just on the beach. Might just enjoy a beer on the beach and tell you another beer story of how I discovered a beer, how I discovered a brewery, and hopefully you'll share some of your beer stories too. So the question today, I'd like to end these with a question so that you can have the chance to tell your beer story. Let's talk about these yeast-driven IPAs. New England style IPA, hazy IPA, yeast-driven IPA, whatever you want to call it. You've probably by now come across it. Maybe you were in the camp of haters when it first came out that said this isn't a beer style, this is something else, this doesn't qualify. Or maybe you tasted it and you were like, this is awesome, I'm in. What I want to know is right now, as of this very moment, what is your favorite New England style, hazy, or yeast-driven IPA? Look forward to discovering some new beer through your comments, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Cheers.